Ba-dum. Ba-dum. Oh, my model's too high up. Alright, cool. Jeez, Frozen. Hi, Frozen. Welcome, Frozen. Why is nothing working, Frozen? What did you do? No! Thank you, Frozen, for your time sub for the last 46 months. Whew. 30 seconds. Yes, I know I'm 30 seconds late. I was spending 30 seconds trying to reauthorize my stream elements. I'm sorry. Hi.
Gosh, all I can think about is dealers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
Error.
Rolls over foot. Perfect. Perfect way to end those 5. Okay, so problem. I have a controller now. So I can, in theory, play this game without a keyboard now.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging. When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice.
I also turned off the mic so you guys could not hear my incessant chewing.
When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. When you're high up, everyone can hear your voice. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Hold on. Give me 1 second. Damn it, what's wrong now? Okay. That's all I needed. That's what I needed to do. So I'm fine. That's okay. That's there. What is this my only thing open? It is. Yada yada yada. Today we're playing Genshin. I'm playing Genshin. You're playing Genshin. We're all playing Genshin! Right? Right. Shadowverse here. Okay, fine. We're all playing Genshin or something else. Where are we going? Where are we going? Vente! Oh. Oh dear. I played OTK again and it worked.
Jean said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here.
But I changed the title of my short for Shadowverse Worlds Beyond from Solitaire ... plop to shortly after this it was nerfed. I think that's a better fitting title. Potentially. Right? Because that's exactly what happened. Shortly after, it was nerfed. Where is this?
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began. That sure brings back memories. Kinda nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit.
Fleeting moments, precious ones.
Ah, look who's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around.
Can I play this in controller mode or keyboard mode? Let's try playing this in controller mode. I think my controller is charged. I can't tell.
Yeah.
I also really can't tell if my controller is connected properly. Prologue?
Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right?
Okay, I'll figure something out. Wait, no. No! Let me see if I can change it to controller mode. I kind of want to play it in controller mode. But I also don't know if it will work. Please, give me controller mode. Ah! Oops. Oops. I disconnected my entire Bluetooth. Everything is fine, I tell you. I just don't know how to pair a PS5 controller. Oh no, do I sense scuff? Yes, I'm trying to pair a PS5 controller. Why do I have a PS5 controller, you may ask? Well, I have a PS5 controller. It's a Genshin PS5 controller, and I'll gladly take it. But if I can't let it to work, I'll be very sad. But that's understandable, I guess. How do I pair a PS5 controller to a PC without a cable? It didn't work the first time. And I don't know why. No. Don't you have a US? That's the thing. I don't want to. I already paired it. I already plugged it in with a USB-C once. And then it's like, oh, not this one. This one doesn't work. I've plugged it in with a USB-C, and then after it was working, but then the moment I unplugged it, it stopped connecting, and I'm like, shouldn't this be wireless? Why the hell can I not pair it wirelessly? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because you need to enable pairing mode. Isn't pairing mode just pressing the PlayStation button? You look up how to do that? It said, literally, it said the instructions, plug it in, and I was like, plug it in, and then they said plus, and they said press the PlayStation symbol, and I did. Eh? Eh? How to, thank you, Google. How to pair PS5 controller to PC. Yeah, it says, plug it in via USB-C cable for an instant wired connection, or use Bluetooth by holding the create top left and PS. Okay, simultaneously until it holds. Okay, fine. Hold on. Top left? Which top left? Hi. What's up? What is the top left of a PS5 controller? Guys, what's the top left of a PS5 controller? Hi, Nonin. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. What is the top left of a PS5 controller? Top left? And simultaneously? Top left? Welcome to Scuff stream. How can I help you? Top left? Press the create button. No, press the create button left of the touchpad. And then the PS at the same time. Okay, it blinks a little and then it stops. Having tech issues? Yes, I'm trying to pair a PS5 controller to my computer. And I have no idea what this create button means on a PS5 controller. In the meantime, you can have this down. Add a device. Through Bluetooth? Yeah, through Bluetooth. I literally have I'm clicking on the, have Bluetooth turned on. I click add a device. I've clicked the thing. I've clicked add a device, and then it's just like Bluetooth. So I click Bluetooth, and then it says press these two buttons simultaneously, and so at the same time, and I did. And I'm so confused. On the controller, press and hold the create button and the PS button at the same time. The light bar will flash when in pairing mode. It flashes for a little bit and then it turns off. The 3 lines? It stops. The 3 lines? The vertical lines? Okay, I pressed that. Okay, hold on. Let's add a device. Let's add this. Let's press them at the same time. What the fuck? I was pressing it before simultaneously and now it doesn't work and how it works. Why is that called a create button? Why is that called a create button? That will flash in pairing mode. Okay. Alright, I can live now. How come it didn't? I pressed it at the same time, but it didn't work.
That's weird.
So
She
confused.
said this
Okay,
is where
fine.
the
Thank
event is
you,
supposed to
Lumi.
be,
Thank you,
but
No
there's
Names. Thank you,
nothing
Frozen.
here.
You use a PS4 controller, a Stream controller, a Switch controller, and an Xbox controller.
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began.
I have
Sure brings back memories. Kind of
um
nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit.
I have a Switch controller, I have a PS5 controller, I have an Xbox controller, which I don't use, and I have a Stadia controller,
We still need to find Jean and the others.
Founders
Let's have a look
Edition,
around.
and then I have another Stadia controller. Did you make sure that the controller is recognized? Yes, I have. It's working now. It really depends where I am, because that determines what I'm using for Steam. I don't even play Steam often. Also, my problem with playing with my controller is that I keep triggering.
Gotta be gone now, right?
I keep triggering ulti, and so I've tried this once. And like I keep triggering alt. It really depends where I, yeah.
Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
But yeah, you can map your controls. I could. Thank you, yes. I could map my controls, but I understand why they put it there. Hello, Frozen. I know why, I understand why they put it there. It's just funny to me.
Hear that? The lady said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a Kingfisher for the next round then?
Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Hear what?
Sarah!
Must have been my
Sarah has voice lines. Happy early birthday time to order 90 pizzas.
Huh?
What?
Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mines all over this tree?
They look like Sunsettias, maybe.
What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Hold on. Could this be an event setup thing? Not a lot
Set
of
up?
people come here, but
Set
a
up?
bomb, still a bomb. If someone gets hurt by accident,
How are you doing
Clee's
today, No
gonna get
Name?
marched off to the confinement room again.
Agreed.
Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? Something weird is going on.
I also realized I didn't
Turned
take
out
really
not to
proper
be
care
event-related.
of my
It'll be good to have
Switch
a record of
controller.
what we found.
But like I can, I,
couldn't
like
just
good
compliment
care of
pilot
it, but I
smarts
can
like
like
a
still
regular
see like
person.
the like
Huh.
grime, and I'm just
I'll
like, oh,
take
I
it.
need to take better care
Better
of my
than being
controllers.
anyway. It never hurts to be
Anyways,
careful.
I have a PS5 controller now, even though I don't own a
We've
PS5.
also
Isn't
gotten
that
the short end
great?
of the stick a bunch of times,
The
too.
reason why is because this is a Genshin limited. This is a limited edition Genshin skit, like Genshin, a Genshin controller. That is not a. I'm not getting a good feeling this time, though.
Paimon likes the
So-
optimism. Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then get rid of these bombs.
I was like, I thought about it. I was like, do I want to get a spotter camera? I don't own an Xbox. People can make a skin for controller for much less. I don't care. I prefer the fact that the art is so nice on this, and the back also says Genshin, and like, it's really nice. It's really nice. I do not regret this purchase. But they did tell me, it's just like, hey, did you want warranty on this? And I'm like, it's okay. I was originally going to be like, oh, I'll get warranty on it. And then I was like, no, it's okay. I don't need the warranty on it. And because I don't even know if I'm going to open this in a year from now. And they're like, why? I was like, oh, because I don't own a PS5. I just like the design of the controller.
There was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here.
Hello, Winter.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, the design is very nice. If you don't know the back of a Vita, if you don't know the back of a Vita is a touchscreen.
Back then.
I wish I owned a Vita.
Right. Oh, wow.
I think controllers are too small for your hands. Hello. Hello, Winter. My controller is like I would like to say it's the right size,
That's a statue of the seven.
but I'm also very small. There are a few of those statues scattered across the land to show the Seven's protection over the world.
Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. You remember too. It's weird though. It seems like there's something different about it.
I think so
Let's
too,
take a
but I
closer
can't tell
look.
from the distance. I have two, but only have one with me right now. The other is in storage. Okay. Yeah. So, you prefer the Xbox because I have accidentally broken PS. Actually, I've accidentally broken. How?
Paimon's next line was
As we all know,
right. Poetry and language flow like the wind.
Prefer Xbox because. Wait, how, Winter? Wait, Winter, how? Angry? Angry? You have large hand. Grip too hard and break the plastic? Is this a new account? This is not a new account. This is an event. A new Genshin event. But I think
There
this
really
is...
something wrong with this
I
statue
think
of
this
the
is the
seven.
purpose of the event, is to bring us back in time before we head off to the final, quote unquote, like the final, like heading to close to the arc, the next arc of Genshin. Event made to mimic the beginning, yes. At that point, buy buy the all metal ones.
Okay, I'm unsure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the seven with a statue of clay.
Yes, everyone would. It's pretty cute though.
Yeah, and
So-
well made too.
I have so
That's not the point.
again, I have
You're not weirded out by this?
so none of my controllers has ever broken before, knock on wood. But I have a Nintendo
you're right.
Switch control. I have a
This must be Alice's
Switch
doing.
controller because honestly
She could
I
put
played a
100
Nintendo
clay
Switch.
statues all around Mondstadt,
I
and
have
Paimon
an
still wouldn't be
Xbox
surprised.
Stella
explains
Stella
the other weird
Shift
stuff we
Edition
saw up till now,
controller, and that is
too.
because I really like the purple, and so I bought that. The purple one, I have that, and so I've only used it maybe like a couple times. And then after that, I have
She must
the
have asked,
Stadia
"Gee,
controller
did you write that letter
because
so we
it
lower
was
our guard?"
given to me, and
No,
then
wait.
I
Maybe
got the
that was
Stadia,
Alice just
another
pretending to be
Stadia
Jean.
controller, but I believe it was the
wouldn't put it past
Founders
her.
Edition, if I remember correctly. Give me 1 second. A Stadia Founders Edition. Yeah, I have a Stadia Founders Edition, and that was also given to me because the person didn't want it, and I'm like, sure, why not? And and then I got the PS5 controller because the back of my head was, I'm gonna get, if I want to get a PS5, I'm gonna get a limited edition PS5. Never got a chance to because the one I wanted is sold out and never coming back. So I was like, what's the next best thing? Getting a Genshin, because I like playing Genshin PS5 controller. So I have a Genshin PS5 controller. That's a lot of controllers.
Paimon's not
Yes,
upset.
that is indeed a lot of controllers. Do I use many of them? No.
Surprises
Do
would
I?
be nice.
Should I
The statue
use
is
them?
pretty cool.
Probably.
Plus, we got to take
I'm in
a
the
little trip
process
down memory lane.
of I'm in the process of
Paimon feel all
waiting.
warm and fuzzy,
So I'm
remembering
currently
where it
trying to
all
sell
began.
my Xbox Stellar Shift one because I don't use it. And I'm like, I will only tell myself I will only get one special edition controller, and that is the Genshin one. I've already opened it. I'm going to use it. I also have a Hori Eevee controller, but that's a wired one. Do not need this many controllers in my life. But sorry, you have to wait for the PS6, JJ. Most likely. Hello, Air Force. Welcome to the stream. But yes, I have a feeling I'm probably just gonna wait for the PS6 before I decide to get a PS6. But again, what am I going to? Where am I going to put it?
Until the people behind it jump out and say, "Gotcha!"
Maybe that's what Alice wants.
Huh?
JJ, I have 2 tubs of just cables. Uh,
Oh yeah, and there could be
So-
even more.
just cables? No. I want to
That's all
sell
there's left
one.
to
I
do.
don't
Touch that
like.
statue,
I
find out.
will only keep my
Maybe
technology,
it'll give you the
most of my
power
technology in
or
one
something.
box, except for Stadia controllers. And Stadia controllers, those were given to me, and I'm just like, I don't know where I'm gonna put this, so I just put them in a box. But like my PS, if I'm not using this PS5 controller, I'm gonna put it into a box. I'm gonna put it into my tote box with my other electronics.
The
But
world opens itself before those with noble hearts.
but I want to sell my Stadia controller because I don't think I'll use it. But yeah, we'll see. It's like not being picked up or anything, so yeah. I just need to figure out how to operate this controller. Collecting the infinite stones of controllers. Yes.
Klee can't reach those from here. And Master Jean says it's not polite to just take people's things. So, pass them to me when no one's looking, okay?
Nice. Yes, and funny enough, I was looking for an old standard cable and only have one. Is it because you've destroyed all your other ones or you've misplaced all of them? But yeah, I mean, I don't like, if I don't really end up selling the Stellar Shift one, that's fine, I guess. But like, I only have like 2 hands, so I'm gonna like, how do I can use 2 controllers. What? Misplaced. Okay. Did you? Okay, this Genshin controller though didn't come with a cable, and I'm sort of sad about that. This Genshin, it didn't come with a cable, and I'm like, why? Why didn't you come with a USB to Type C cable? Like, I know I have a couple of them, but still. I try to keep all old games and cables in case you want to play them again. Fair. JJ will then put the Infinity controllers into the Infinity console and press start, erasing half of the games in existence. Yes. That sounds about right. I have a feeling I did not get that far. I was supposed to take a picture of it. Right, okay, fine. I did not read instructions as per usual, but it's fine. But yeah. I don't know. If I were to get a PS6 though, where would I even put it? I have no space on my desk. And my Nintendo Switch 2 is put away half the time. Unless I'm actually playing it. It's expected to have USB... It's expected to have USB-C to use for everything. Yes. But like, I was kind of hoping they would give me a cable because I want a free cable. Can I not get a free cable? They did not make one.
You were right. Alice is full of surprises. Good guessing on your part. Let's keep going and see what else we find.
You'll have to pay more to get a free cable. I'll have to pay more to get a free cable. Man. It was, how much was this? It was $124.29 Canadian. Without the warranty, by the way. No warranty. Well, not the extra warranty that you'll get when you go to like TV games anyway. Because I have a USB cable, I have a USB Type C cable, but my problem with that cable is that I guess that cable didn't provide supply or transmit enough power from my computer to my controller. So the one that actually did do that effectively was my Logitech mouse cable. And I'm like, okay.
Go
Sure.
now.
Oh, now?
Yes, now why don't be too late?
Oh, now? The Fallen!
There's something huge in the sky.
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods.
That'll be inflation and global economy going down the drain. 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 I'm gonna assume you said drain, or do you really mean drink? Drain, drink. But yeah, we'll see. The controller is so
There he
pretty.
is! Back then, the Goblin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone-Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds. But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed
Is
you
this
and
new
ran
story
off.
content? This is event content. Both works for what I'm sort of saying.
You
Okay.
had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that should be a thing of the past, right?
Or we could just say hi, like normal people. Let's scare him. No.
True. No need to go for a full-on reenactment. Let's go!
Ah, our old friends have arrived.
And it is our great pleasure to greet them. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where it all began.
Where are we going now? Why are we here?
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Okay, fine. Going to exercise? Yeah, apparently.
The Temple
Damn
of
it!
Wisdom!
I used alt again! One, two, three, 4, 5. My parents recently... No, actually, no.
That doesn't sound very good.
Due to making precautions, I encouraged my father to get a walking pad. And I subsequently paid for it. But anyways, I now have a walking pad in my house. I'm like, whoa. That's all. Is he even here? I don't know. Training Sword sometimes shows up and then sometimes disappears. And I'm like, alright, whatever.
Whoa, that doesn't sound very good.
That's true. I can't complete the quest until I focus it. Ugh. Yes, focus it. What's walking pad? It's like so a walking pad is like a treadmill, except it's literally just the pad part and it's for walking. The idea is that it encourages my relatives, my family at least, to like walk. in the house more, especially those that don't
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict?
move as
Did our
much.
special welcome ceremony meet the mark?
It was impressive.
It was very...
Yeah, it
Yeah,
and doesn't
that's for
have a
sure.
run speed. That's true.
Paimon can't believe the Knights of Favonius let you go that far. Where'd you move the real statue of the Seven anyway?
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out. If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not my idea of a pleasant afternoon.
So, what's going on here?
Ah, now you're asking the right questions, Paimon.
The answer lies over here.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. Our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, everything you just experienced was their handiwork. But I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her skill at explaining all manner of magic and phenomena.
Yep. We experienced that firsthand in Knockcry.
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. Inside it is a small world created using a person's memories. When you were busy
Okay,
reading
so
that invitation to Mondstadt,
Really, the reason why we
Alice
got a
took the
walking path
opportunity
was
to
primarily
place
just
you
like
within it.
Oh, we didn't even notice.
so. We have a
I wouldn't be
We
much
don't-
of a
we-
dodo
what
king if
do-
I
what do
couldn't
we
pull
have?
off a simple trick like that.
All
Hmm.
that to say, the things you saw weren't real. They only exist within this bubble. Ah, except for Venti and Dvalin, of course.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what
I
else we have.
invited Venti, and he brought
Is
the
it Thomas
dragon
dimension?
along.
Yes. Yep.
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels like listening to a verse you haven't heard in a while, right?
Okay,
You
so
might not remember
my
the
house,
name or
in
melody,
theory,
and
a
still,
long time
you
ago,
start humming along
we
in
bought
no
like
time.
it's like a
I'm
stepper
assuming Your
machine,
trip down memory lane was
I
similarly
guess.
nostalgic.
right? Is it a stepper machine? The one that you can just hold it to. Stepper? I don't know what it is. A stepper? A stepper machine? A bike? A machine? Not that. We have an exercise machine. Okay. Yeah. We have it. So in the
Did you know
past, we
about
had
this or
bought an
not?
exercise machine.
I'm
However,
starting to think that invitation letter was
At
a
that time
fake.
period,
Oh,
an
no,
elliptical.
no,
Yes,
Jean
we had
Mother
an
herself,
elliptical.
I
Elliptical?
assure you. I wouldn't dare forge a letter under her name.
What does elliptical mean?
So you do draw the line somewhere.
Not with my daughter
Yeah, we have an
in her
elliptical.
clutches.
Yes, an elliptical. Thank you.
If you ever become a
My
mother,
family
you'll
previously bought an
understand.
elliptical. However,
Fine.
the
Isn't
problem
what
was
you
at
think
that
held
time that we had
hostage?
nowhere to put it.
The point is,
Nowhere, quote
this
unquote, to put
magical
it
bubble
because
was
the
created
room we
at
would
the
normally put it
request of the
in
Knights of Favonius.
was occupied
With the
by one of
expedition
our
in Knockcry
dependents.
coming to an
No,
end, the Knights
our
will be
late
home before
dependent.
long.
My late dependent grandmother. My late
Varka
grandmother.
thinks it's better to
Um,
give people time to reunite
And
with
so we
their
moved it into the
families. So he
basement. But
told
no one
Jean
really
to hold
goes to
off
the
on a
basement.
huge welcome
And so
reception
that
for now.
elliptical
Of course,
just was
Jean
kind of
has
there.
her
And the
own
only
thoughts
person
on
who
the matter.
used it
You can get the details.
was my
from her
visiting
soon.
uncle who would come
As
by
things stand, we're
daily
keeping the reception small. But
to
there will
take
be
care
some
of my grandmother.
activities.
Like, and thank you
This magic
that
bubble
he did
is
that
one of
when
them.
he
The
could.
returning knights can
and
use
was
it to
asking
catch
for
up
money.
on all
But,
the major events that have occurred in Mondstadt
He used
while
the
we were
elliptical.
gone.
And so when my
Simply
grandmother
put,
passed, we
it's a
moved that
reenactment
elliptical
of your
upstairs.
adventures.
Indeed.
But even then,
the ultimate goal is for everyone to
none
have
of
a
my
chance to take
family
part in
members
the
or the ones that
excitement.
should be using the elliptical was using it. And so it just kind of sits there. And then my mother is like, "Oh, don't move the elliptical. I'll use it." And I'm like, "When?" It's like, "When I retire." And I'm like, "You're never going to retire. So what's the point?" So our elliptical is
So,
left
what about
unused
the
in the
parts
same
that took a
room that we
few,
now have a walking pad.
Creative liberties.
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being transcribed and debugged.
And so
memories are easy to extract. and the
I
resulting
realized
information
that
density is fine. But
okay,
it's
so
not
why don't they
exactly
like
a
using the
stable
elliptical?
medium.
And then it
If
was
memories
because
are the only thing used to recreate a world, it's hard to
it's
ensure
like
a lack of
it's hard to get
deviations.
started kind of thing
For
to use
example, these
like
memories
to
belong to
exercise
Venti,
obviously.
But
And
even
so
for
you have a
someone like
walking
him,
machine too.
whose
Yeah.
memories are quite reliable,
So
there's bound to be some variance.
I
Not to
concluded that
mention,
On their
if
own,
I wanted,
memories lack an
if we were
interactive
to get
component.
another
So I added
machine,
some
like another
self-deductive
exercise machine,
capabilities to
what
this
kind of
magic,
another
which
exercise machine
exacerbated
should
the
we get?
instability issues,
And I figured,
unfortunately.
well,
Yeah.
my family likes watching
Kinda
television.
Makes sense.
And yeah, the elliptical's
For
in the
instance,
television room, but they
say
don't
we're
want to
recording
exercise when
memories
watching
and
the
Lisa happens
television.
to fly into a fury over some
'Cause it
overdue
makes- 'cause the
library
machine
books
makes
at the same
noise.
time. A
So
powerful
what else
thunderstorm
can be
might unfold in the
used or
bubble world out of
utilized
nowhere.
to...
Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things out first. Then we can manually correct anything that doesn't make sense.
Exactly. Plus,
What else?
once
What
the
other
recording is
machinery
complete,
could
the
we
magic will loop,
use or can
so
be
there won't be
purchased
further
that's
deviations,
like
and we
cheap,
won't
quote
need
unquote
real
cheap,
people
like
to
less
act
than
things
300,
out.
like less
Ah,
than like
and before it's all said
$400
and
cheap
done,
Canadian.
We'll be sure to cover up your identity, Venti.
That would be
Much
worth trying
appreciated.
out. It's we're not trying to
Otherwise, buying
like
around
we're
with
not
the
trying to
angels
throw in
sure is gonna
like
be much more of a
$500 into a new
hassle.
machine. So I was like, I need something that
But you're the
is
one who does the buying.
that it's just like we
We'll
can
allow you to be the
test
first
it
to
out
relive
and
these
see
precious
if the
memories,
family
and in
members
return,
who
you'll be our
Oh,
eyes on the inside.
yeah, we do have dumbbells. The dumbbells was purchased by my sibling. They currently sit next to the elliptical. So, hello,
Yeah,
Sushi, welcome
but
to the stream.
it
How are you
sounds
doing
like
today? Welcome, welcome.
Besides, we
And
already
so I
have
was
to
like,
contend
okay,
with some potential
how about
bugs,
something that they
like
can
that weird
just like
statue at the
mindlessly do while
no,
watching
no,
television?
Paimon.
Maybe.
That one was entirely intentional.
And so I looked into getting a walking pad.
As the creator of this world,
Because
I'm
a
afforded
walking
bit
pad
of
was something it's
creative
just like you can
license, I would
potentially
think.
put it's
Creating
it's
this
good on
bubble was no
hardwood.
easy task.
I can
Is a little
position it.
personal touch too much to
We can
ask
position
for?
it on the hardwood, like facing in the direction of the
I doubt
television,
anyone will
so that they
mind.
can
As far
like
as I'm concerned, you're free to do as you please.
use
This is
it
Mondstadt,
while
after all.
also potentially watching television. Or
Paimon
keeps
can't
them
argue
going.
with that.
It's like yeah, the dumbbells are crying while sitting in a corner collecting dust. Yes, I'm
In
pretty
that
sure there's a
case,
box
we'll
on it
be
now, but
counting
yeah.
on you to continue testing our work tomorrow.
And
It's still
so
early. Why not check out the other events at the
I
testing grounds
planted
in
the
meantime?
idea of getting a
June should be
walking
there
pad
too.
Yeah, we'll go see
because like
her. She's the one who invited
it's
us
it
after
can
all.
be it's slim enough that we can then like again, as Lumi says, hide it away. It is something that is just like the walking pad we got also has a vibration mode as well, so they could be sitting on the couch while also using the vibration mode to loosen the muscles, quote unquote. I don't know, potential like loosening the muscles with the vibration mode, because the vibration goes for 5 minutes and then it has to stop for 10 minutes and before you do it again. So you can do that while also watching television if they're not planning to use the walking pad. So there are options. I even asked, do you want the one with the incline? And they're like, how much is it? I was like, it's $40 more. And it's like, it's okay, we'll just get the cheaper one. And I'm like, all right. So
I think
can't
nothing
relate.
of
I
it.
spent 3
Now that
hours
the world is
walking,
at peace,
playing
you
card
two are
games on your phone
overdue for a
before and
vacation.
watching TV
Best to make the
while
most of
using
it.
them before. Sounds like a good investment. It's only day one. It hasn't even been 12 hours. Can't relate. I spent 3 hours walking, playing card games on my phone before and watching TV while using them before. Yeah. I just got back from getting Monster. After getting Monster. The game? Eh? What? By the time I realized what time it was past midnight. Oh. Oh no, Frozen. It sounds like you put a lot of thought into this. Usually I try to. Like for this case anyways, it's just like, okay, before, like, as a precaution, before anything else, monster drink? Because, like, when your family members are getting older and, like, you want to be able to get them to potentially exercise, and so I wanted to just try to find a way that I could incorporate what they're currently existing, and then, like, you know, like,
Hey, Durin, any more
What are they-
clues for us?
what are they
All
current-
set for the next chapter.
what are they currently doing? How can I seamlessly add something into their curriculum? Because, like, they can try to use it. It's not something that's like an elliptical, that it's like you're both using your arms and your legs. It's for this one, the walking pad is only using your legs, but it's also something that you can also sit down and also use as well. we'll see what happens in a month from now, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that is the thing. And I know, like, yeah. So. Let's do it.
Yeah, I was just about to come find you.
Like,
Let's see what it says.
I know my sibling was just like,
Now sprout to life the stories.
oh, here are some exercise videos that you can follow. You can follow these exercise videos. And I'm just like,
that breeze, the music leaves, fading into
you can send them exercise videos, sure, but you have to expect them, A, to watch it, and 2, be encouraged to
make
actually use it or follow those
and
instructions.
3 melodies into song.
So I'm trying to just implement something
poetry and song
that
will
can be
this
integrated
story
smoothly
start to
into their
blossom.
daily activities, or keep them,
Come
yeah.
on,
Anyways.
another riddle. All that talk about
Yeah, here's your
wind
drink. Your
and
local 7-Eleven
melodies.
has the one you want. Oh, okay. I used to do all
think
my
the answer could
runs and
be?
walks at night, though. My grandpa told me I should be armed in the event of wildlife around his parts. I didn't do my nightly activities there. Okay. What? Okay.
Oh.
They're out of Red Bull.
Care to
Alternative choice is
elaborate?
monster is extreme. Alternative
Wind,
choice is monster, but
music,
monster is extremely sweet.
poetry.
Okay.
Tone deaf bards gotta know the answer.
You mean Lord Barbados?
Mhm.
Albedo introduced us when I first arrived in Mondstadt. I mean, someone like me was bound to catch his eye sooner or later.
It's better that it's out in the open anyway.
So, yeah.
Now, how should we track him down?
That sounds like him already.
I'm pretty sure
Gramps
he's already caught wind of
recommend-
what's going
Oh,
on
okay.
here. Why don't we just see where the wind takes us?
Ah, right. He definitely makes it easy to forget he's a real god sometimes.
It's true. Follow the guidance to find Venti. Go to the event menu to meet. Yep. We'll see what happens. We'll see in a month from now how things go. If it's still being utilized or if it was just another $270.
Yes, good work.
$270
We'll go with this setup.
sitting there. Next. It could either be one of two things. It either is
Honorary
actually
Knight,
being
Paimon,
utilized, or
welcome
2,
back.
it's being placed next to
Did
the
you have a
elliptical.
good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so cool. Paimon's looking forward to getting back in there tomorrow.
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you
And the
might be
dumbbells.
interested in what went into the preparation, though. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors, not to mention recruiting Dvalin. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up recruitment to the people of Mondstadt. Countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories, Honorary Knight. It took me 2 days just to read through all the applications. A lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a few familiar faces as well.
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one of the leading ladies.
I hope it isn't too much work.
There are other activities here too, right? Sounds like there's a lot on your plate.
Ah, well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I'm used to it. For those of us who have been holding down the fort, so to speak, the return of the expedition team is a matter of great importance. The Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I understand where he's coming from. I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning, and making a big fuss might just tire them out further.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere. Tone Deaf Bard said you had other ideas.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt have been awaiting their return for a long time. Resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. An official welcome might help them feel at home and reacclimate to life here. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart, we're still family.
Also a good
Yes,
point.
absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping. I just hope the Grandmaster isn't too upset.
So, besides the whole bubble thing, what have you got planned?
Here, I'll show you. First,
This is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure there will be some exciting sparring sessions.
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage!
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting, even when the subject matter is quite serious. I can think of no better person for the job.
You're as modest as ever, huh, Jean?
Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure.
I see.
Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it comes to event design. Be sure to check it out when the time comes. There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area where people can relax and chat with each other. A few simple games will be available as well. Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think.
Varka!
The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
Varka.
Fair point. Huh?
Huh?
What's with that face?
Hello, Varka.
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team returned as well? Well, apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you, it's limited to what you see here. We're exercising the utmost restraint.
Hey. Relax, Jean, relax. No need to get all formal with me. I split from the group to make it back first. Pretend I'm
Why?
not even here.
No, that's
Besides,
not.
I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself, diving headfirst into the deep end without thinking about how much is on your plate. I just didn't want you to overwork yourself, that's all.
So I was always
wow.
taught never to shoot.
actually
a
really
bear.
nice of you.
Only make
Yeah, well,
mad.
looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah, just like a Mondstadt festival should be. The team will feel at home in no time.
That's far too kind, Grandmaster. But thank you.
I mean it, you know? Just trust my judgment. Anyway, you two got a sec? Now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me treat you to a meal. I'll even introduce you to the Good Hunter's secret menu.
What if we already know about it?
Oh, nice! Paimon's never heard of that
What's
before.
wrong, Jean?
What's wrong? Not hungry?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things I'd love for you to look over. Since you seem to have some time to spare,
Time from work!
perhaps we could go back to headquarters first.
Hang on. You know this is just a pit stop, right? There's not going to be time for me to take over the whole shebang.
Of course. Still, you are the
Bullets don't do
Grandmaster.
much to a bear, not unless it's a lot of higher help. Okay. Can't argue with that. Can't help you there.
Oh, you have no idea what this means. I'll be trapped in the office until tomorrow morning.
Yep.
It's not that dramatic. If we make haste, we'll finish before dawn.
Before
As much
dawn.
as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu,
Oh.
you should at least do some work now that you're back.
All right. Oh, let's go.
Bye, Varka.
Guess I'll
Goodbye, Jean.
see you tomorrow.
Or not. The bear just walked away. Her car was totaled. Those of you who are in Twitch, just letting you know, if you don't have a sub, then about 5 minutes it'll be a 3-minute ad. During this time period, you're welcome to jump over to the YouTube side. If not, might as well. Oh no. Where's my arrow? There we go.
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. 2 heads are better than 1. Yeah.
Oh, good night, no name? Question mark? Oh. See what this event is about. Okay.
Finally, a break.
So we'll try. I don't know how to do this on a controller, but it's worth a try. Why not? R2. Owl! It's a bird! Oh, this is so much easier to control, sorry. Bird? It's a bird, yes. What the heck is this? Heyo. Final room? Oh, nice. Hiya, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Welcome, welcome. You know the bear rhymes black, fight back, brown, lay down, white, good night. There's a rhyme? That one's fighting and I don't want to do fighting ones. Fighting ones are not going to end well. Not with a controller. That I'm not used to. Trying to take it easy, that's about it. Take it easy. Have some rest if you can. Listen to music. If you can. Eats good food. Eat comfort food. If you have comfort food, order comfort food. What you gotta do, right? Yes, JJ is meant to tell you how to handle bears. Oh. Interesting. Is there one for coyotes? It is brown. Raise your head above your head
Ad
and
Astra
head towards it.
Welcome to the
Black
Adventurers
play
Guild.
dead, white you're dead. For bears?
Thank you for completing
no.
today's Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Discrepancies. Wait, is it? Yeah, I have to wait for the next one. Oh, you have to go there and find the discrepancies. Ground keeps attack until it thinks you're not a threat anymore, so you act dead. Oh, the brown bear keeps attacking until it thinks it's no longer a threat. You're no longer a threat anymore, so you act dead and won't get attacked.
There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk?
Okay. Let's see. What we can do is do Varka request for Varka. That is for Duran's. Oh wait, Duran's quest? I haven't done Duran's quest yet. Hold on. Unexpected commission epilogue. What? Oh, time limited event. Hold on. I remember something similar. And white, hopefully you don't see them. I just see a I've only seen taxidermy Taxidermied one. Taxidermied one. They're huge. Oh, okay. Okay. Where do I find this letter? View letter? From where? I guess it's in my mailbox.
Oh, it's
Oh,
from
it
the
is.
tone-deaf bard. Apparently, he wants to hear all about our adventures in Nodcry. Maybe we can get some tasty treats out of him in return. Come on, let's go to Star Snatch Cliff.
Okay. No. No. Okay. That already happens without you telling me. I will randomly get random insects coming and spawning and coming over here.
Something
I do
on
not
your
want
mind
to.
again?
Thank you,
Let's
though.
work through it together. Two heads are better than one.
Where is Venti?
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Where's Venti?
Ah, welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Nodcry?
Well, you got it. You've already hit them all, so I don't know.
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Nodcry, but it
Oh,
sounds like
no.
you've already heard about what went down.
But JJ, they even live in Canada. Yes, they live in Canada. Probably. They do live in
News
Canada.
travels fast on the
Not
wind.
in my parts.
But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the
One,
ready. So please, traveler, take a seat and tell me your tale. Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a
Where
tale
are
for
my...
the
Oh, I'm
ages.
sitting cross-legged. Okay.
So I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rapier of Solnari?
No.
Seems that way.
Oh.
We're kind of focused on dealing with the Doctor, though.
There are still some vestige of the Wild Hunt around.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
Right! Paimon was wondering about that too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you
My
so
bad.
fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside.
Oh.
It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Oh dear.
Huh! They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Oh dear.
Hey! Is that all you've got? Whoa, bring it on!
I heard about this new guy.
like that.
Ha!
Giving up already? You're not half as tough as Varka said.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh! So you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
I would have tried the angel share.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair. You must be the honorary knight. And Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
So,
Oh, so you're part of the
I
expedition,
saw the discussions
huh?
on socials about
Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in
the
Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw
voice
you in
and the
Nightcry
character
either.
design.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out
And
on
I'm
my
like,
own, making
interesting.
mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down,
I think
got
eventually
sent
it
back to
will
Mondstadt.
settle with it.
Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Deliver some letters.
Mm-hmm.
There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. He should just hire a full-time mailman already. In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with Sir Writes-A-Lot.
Another day, another nickname, huh? Tone Deaf Bard?
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts.
For some reason, in my
So,
head,
tone deaf or
the
not,
voice reminds
I
me
wear
of
the
someone with
title
like
of Bard
spiky
with
hair.
pride.
I don't know why.
And I consider Sir Writes-A-Lot to be quite a compliment.
Huh? Really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon should come up with some harder-hitting nicknames for these two.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
You sure are, to use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, ruin guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
So, what does the letter say?
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time... I'll need some time to mull over my response. Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city? I'm sure some of the recipients of Varka's letters will turn out to be old friends of yours, too.
I have no objections.
Let's go! It's been a while since Paimon's done any guide work.
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you, Miss Guide.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andreas. Get home safe, Varka.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me? Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted. Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us. This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with these final few targets, and then we will make our triumphant return!
Oh dear.
On me! Here. Stormwind!
Oh, I forgot! He's recovered, don't they? No, they don't. Yes, they do. They do. These ones recover.
Without the Reikir of Solnari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster!
It's a wolf.
We meet again, Andreas.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
Wandering Knight?
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago?
Is it just a shadow or a spirit?
Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas!
Oh? Oh?
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by...
Boreas. Huh? Injustice, corruption, iniquity. Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever?
Oh my.
Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight.
Please, I don't know how to fight with this character. Oh, thank goodness.
That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine for the celebrations. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sir Writes-A-Lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us.
Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Ooh, nice.
Jean? Oh, yes. That's our Grand Master for you.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
The Angel Share.
I'm on bet there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these other two as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one, I was planning on delivering personally. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me, too.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
He just... Good. Clearly, something is bothering Jean. I should talk to her before going to Angel Share.
He wants to test me to see if my skills have regressed? I'm assuming you must have seen him going all out before. Okay, we'll deliver these letters to the Adventurers Guild and the Cat's Tail. You can just handle the ones for the Angel.
The expedition is finally wrapping up.
Why are you in this room? Gross.
The Grand Master wrote in his letter that the Boom Blossom Bombs we sent worked really well.
Uncle Varka's coming home? Yay! I can't wait to go outside and play with him.
Clea's in confinement.
Honorary Knight, you're still here?
We're heading out shortly, but it seems like there's something on your mind.
Is it that obvious?
Yep.
Huh? But Varka's coming back. The situation in Nokrai is stable. Surely things are looking up.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic objectives. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return. Until I return, I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did. But he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfenden?
Yep.
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, he chose to allow his power to become one with the land. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Oh, Nodcry? Could it be?
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry, although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow be related to Nodcry's Wolf of the North. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of Mondstadt. You experienced the turmoil caused by Dvalin the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
No wonder Varka wasn't clear about his motives. Is that what he was worried about?
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the Calamity born in the North wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess we were both jumping to conclusions.
Well, always better to be overprepared than caught off guard. Facing the worst case scenario with no backup plan would be far worse.
Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency. Even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action, I'm sure the Grand Master is relieved to know that it's in place.
Leave the Knight of Favonius.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angel Share now.
I can't remember if, like, Venti has an alternative costume, but I don't think so. I was hoping Venti gets a new costume soon. It'd be really nice to see an Archon get an alternative costume.
Come in, take a seat. We have a few specials today at Angel Share.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients. How's that for a secret recipe? Maybe it's worth a little intel in return.
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial if you're serious about trading.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so loudly? Especially if you're supposed to be exchanging confidential information.
D-Luke.
Hiya! Rosaria! D-Luke! Paimon knew we'd find you here.
Looks like it's about to get even noisier.
Sorry?
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Traveler, Paimon, what brings you our way?
I have a letter for each of you.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely no excuse for his crimes. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
Asking D-Luke.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
Huh? Drop what? What's this about?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened, and asked me to reconsider. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot of details. There's clearly more to it.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up now serves no purpose.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go. You and the Knights of Favonius were constantly at odds.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. I've had a lot of time to reflect since then, but my answer remains unchanged. I'm not rejoining the Knights of Favonius. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep watch vigilantly.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said, but don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the inside?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the rules of the Church?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the Church and not the Knights to begin with?
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell. Oh, kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the better. Huh? Traveler?
I wonder if this is exactly what Varka was hoping for. talk to everyone.
What should I report back to the Grand Master on? Let me think. Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh, and a review of the latest vintages. I think I'll leave it at that.
What's it mean by right R3? Oh.
My reply won't be a long one, as usual. I'm sure Varka won't be surprised.
Where's Rosalie? Higher.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble for other people.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly so we could come say hello.
Besides, I wouldn't really call that arguing. You just have different ideas of how to protect Mondstadt.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean? Was Varka lying in his letters then?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his offer to welcome Diluc back. There are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Those people are the most susceptible to being driven to extremes by great upheaval. It's happened in Mondstadt before. Not only that, but it happened to a Knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home for Varka. And that's why his nagging is even more persistent than usual.
You're saying that happened to the Knights of Boreas?
Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in history. The first was at its inception. The second was the case I was alluding to.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this? Wait, and then we got caught up talking about the expedition, and we never got around to the second time.
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. The second crisis in the Knights of Boreas lineage. It was 500 years ago. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly recognized by Lupus Boreas over the past millennium. Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself. But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest Knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Blood-stained? Ah, yes. Our artifact set.
Knight? That sounds a little ominous.
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight. But he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the Blood-Stained Knight. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. To this day, no one knows his final whereabouts. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether he was already too far gone to save. But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back, perhaps things would have turned out differently. So if you want my opinion, The reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know you're not alone. After all these years, he's still as persistent as ever. Just like how he used to be with me.
And she joined the church.
Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Paimon had the wrong idea about him. Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past? If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened to Roland.
Shall we go get answers straight from the horse's or wolf's mouth?
That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much lately, but he always seems happy to oblige whenever you show up. Let's go!
Oh, trapped in a story again. What the hell? Why is it so dark and gloomy, and what's happening?
What's going on here? Was Bulbumdum always like this? Paimon has a bad feeling about this. The Wild Hunt? What are they doing here? Watch out!
Oh no.
Think you can get away?
I see everything. Hold the line. A brash maneuver. Billowing surge.
Torn to oblivion!
Ay, ay, ay. Yikes, I forgot.
Make yourselves at home. Torn, bring up you.
Time for takeoff.
Illusion!
Ah! I'm so not used to doing this.
Rest and rebuild.
Brace yourselves.
The Temple of Wisdom.
Why can't I heal? Ay, ay, ay.
Allow me. Tournament of the Deep.
Think you can get away? Yahoo!
Ah!
Hey.
Ah! No, I can't. Wait, I don't know.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Wait, how come I can't heal? Why can't I heal? Are you preventing me from healing? Hold on.
Oh, no! My lyre is broken. Shine down!
Uphill battle! A brash maneuver!
Illusion shattered!
Rest and rebuild!
Shine down! Now you shall perish! There is no escape!
Billowing surge!
That's so bad.
Oh, are you alright? Oh no, what now? There better not be more wild hunt monsters!
Lohan? Lohan?
You scared Paimon stiff! She thought you were...
Stop right there. Answer me this. The 2 letters I gave you, who are they for?
2 letters? Wasn't it 3?
Aya, Diluc, and Rosalind.
Okay. Well, Paimon's coolest naive expression doesn't appear to be an act.
Hey! What are you trying to say? Wait,
He's saying you passed the
what are you
test.
trying to say, huh? Paimon passed a test?
Oh dear.
Really? Ha! She didn't even realize she was taking one!
Take Paimon, please.
You may dispense with your suspicions. The wolf pack has borne witness. They fought against the aberrations that encroached upon this land. And our attackers showed no ability to disguise themselves this time. Ah, a familiar scent. Come. I will await you at the usual grounds.
Well, if the boss of Wolvendom has vouched for you, I guess I should apologize for doubting you just now.
Were you attacked by the Wild Hunt too?
Fortunately, my experience in Nodcry didn't go to waste. Turns out the Wild Hunt all feel the same when you stab them. They didn't stand a chance. Something seems wrong with that old wolf, though. Go on. You should check on him.
Oh? Oh. Please don't make me fight the wolf. I'm definitely not in the mindset to. Wait, what does this say? Oh, that's the camera. That makes a lot of sense.
Lupus Boreas, not injured. Why so weak? Am I not strong enough?
You are not to blame. With your Iron Claw, you successfully blocked their attacks. However, their assault went beyond the mere physical world. They followed my trail from the distant north across the ley lines. They sought to corrupt the territory I protect. But I shall not let them succeed without a fight.
A trail starting in the north, so they came from Nodcry?
We meet again, human Lupical.
So, are you saying that the wild hunt we just got attacked by came all the way from Nodcry to Mondstadt? How is that even possible?
As you know, I stand before you as an incomplete being. I am but one remnant of the god Andrias' soul. The source of this turmoil. I can sense it. It lies in the north. It is the part of me that remains in Nodcry, from whence I came.
Huh? Now Paimon's even more confused. How can you be in two places at once?
Did you all like to split yourself into do you all like to split yourselves into multiple parts?
For many gods, housing a part of their soul within an object is no difficult feat. But those who can perform such delicate partitions as this are rare, even among the gods.
Hi, Venti.
The Wolf King, Andrias, was particularly adept in this art. Otherwise, no remnants of his soul would have survived till the present day.
Huh? The bard's back?
Tone Bard? What are you doing here?
Maybe the god of Animo guided me here. For it appears that someone is in need of a tale from the distant past. And our wolf friend doesn't seem too keen on recounting it himself. Who better than a bard to do the honors? Lord Boreas, do I have your blessing to share this story?
As you wish.
Lupus Boreas wandered the frozen tundra and stumbled into the Seelie Hall. Enchanted by their song, tender as the dawn starlight, and curious about the ways of humankind, the wolf bade farewell to his home and set off for the city to the south. As the high tower crumbled and the fierce winds fell silent, Lupus Boreas, who once had hunted with the storm winds himself, looked within and inquired, was the shelter he provided for humanity really any different from that given by the reclusive king in his tower? The wolf entrusted those under his protection to a new god and quietly returned to the frozen north. There, in a palace long since abandoned by its former master, the great wolf closed his eyes and slept. 500 bitter winters passed, then 500 equally frigid springs. He slumbered undisturbed until a night stumbled in from the cold, just as Lupus Boreas had once done at the Seelie Hall, and awoke him at long last. The night asked the wolf to join him on a journey south, to see once more the land that had all but faded from his memory. The gentle wolf, unwilling to refuse the human's earnest plea, split his soul into two halves and left his home once more. Seeing how the ice and snow had given way to verdant plains, hearing the laughter and song that now filled the once somber city, the aging Lupus Boreas turned to his friend, the god of Animo, and remarked, "So, this is the world the humans dreamed of." Though the night's journey was not yet over, the wolf chose to bid farewell to his companion here. He had written the end to his story. What knowledge he had been gifted flowed into the land. Everything he was, he gave unto the world. Well, that's how a bard would tell the tale. Lord Boreas, is there anything you'd like to add?
There is no need for you to ask that question.
So that's what happened. You returned to Mondstadt with that night 1,000 years ago, and then, for the sake of the new Mondstadt, you...
You need not feel remorse on my account. That was my answer, my decision. If anyone should feel regret, it is the part of me who remained in Nodcry. I I fear Andreas has not found peace in his heart even to this day. That is surely why those vile aberrations were able to exploit his weakness, sowing the seeds of all the turbulence that has ensued.
But we followed Boreas' trail in Nodcry. We investigated and discovered no signs of instability.
Andreas should still be slumbering by the lakeside. Perhaps all the recent turmoil in Nodcry has had unforeseen consequences. And there's more. I detect another familiar scent from across the ley lines. A scent that reeks of blood.
Could it be Roland, the Bloodstained Knight? How come I can't press anything? Oh, I know why. Here we go.
Oh, the White Knight who became the Bloodstained Knight? The mightiest knight of Boreas? But wasn't he from 500 years ago? You think he's immortal or something?
I remember him as just a man. His lifespan should be no longer than any other of his kind. But before he severed his connection to Boreas, his final destination, it was the ancient kingdom of Conria, as you call it.
Oh.
Beyond that, I know not if he lived or died.
Conria, 500 years ago. Oh, he's immortal.
If you want to get to the bottom of this, I'm afraid you'll have to make another trip to Nodcry yourselves. As luck would have it, another old friend of ours just so happens to be free right now. If you ask him nicely, he might give you a lift. That could save you a lot of time on the road.
I could teleport.
No wonder I can suddenly sense the east wind's presence.
If even Mondstadt has been affected by the fallout, Nodcry must be in real trouble by now. I hope Varka can handle it.
Varka? Is he in danger?
I believe too many passengers would slow our dear friend down. I fear he only has room to carry one person, along with perhaps a diminutive companion.
I understand, I'll
All
go.
right. Wish it could be me, but I accept that we should send our strongest warrior to fight Nodcry's battles. I'll stay here and deal with any wild hunt that try harassing Mondstadt. It'll be a good chance to try out some new moves.
I stay in Mondstadt too. With Traveler's help, Varka will be safe.
Razor, give me your iron claw.
Oh? Oh, okay. I guess I take that blade.
Golden-haired traveler, give this token to the current knight of Boreas.
What's this?
It is a wolf spirit. It contains my power and thoughts. Though I have given him a piece before, this should bring him new strength.
The Dominator of Wolves once bestowed the power of his soul upon his pack, strengthening their hearts and sharpening their claws and fangs.
But human hearts and flesh cannot bear the soul of a wolf directly. It would be akin to forcefully merging a human and a wolf into one being. They would descend into chaos. To prevent the entanglement of souls, the most I can do is temporarily house my power and thoughts within claws and fangs wrought of steel. Although, truth be told, that knight does not lack for power. What he needs more is the thoughts within. But I shall leave this for him to explain.
Is it safe to separate a piece of the wolf spirit at a time like this?
The Great Wolf King of the North remains strong for now. Besides, do I not have the protection of my Lupacol?
I will protect Lupacol. The North and Varka, I leave to you.
Just give me the word whenever you're ready.
I have a feeling I'm ready. Venti, where'd you go? There you go. Talk to Venti. Should not go with Venti. Ugh, this is special mode.
Any questions before you set off? Better ask now. You'll probably have to hit the ground running when you get to Nodcry. All right, over to you, Dvalin.
Welcome back,
The
Nuni.
Knight of Boreas awaits below. We must part ways here. Barbatos and I have other plans. We will meet you again later.
Alright! Hey, wait! How are we getting down?
I'm falling into a lake, right? Oh gosh, thank goodness. I'm falling into Varka's arms!
The enemy's on the brink of collapse!
Oops.
Grand Master! It's
It's a shooting star! Oh, nice.
Reinforcements! It's about time!
Hello.
And Paimon too!
What's the
We're
situation?
just about hanging in there. Most of their grunts are taken care of now. Their leader's gonna have to make a decision soon. Fight or flight? What will it be, mightiest knight of Boreas?
As expected, this hastily summoned Wild Hunt horde is nothing but a disorganized rabble. A mere shadow of the forces gathered by the Rahir of Solnari. But they have served their purpose. I now understand your tactics, and you, in turn, understand mine. This is fair. This is the way of chivalry. Farewell, heir to the knighthood of Boreas. Whether you choose to resist me or not, I shall set right the injustices of this world. In the name of the blood-stained knight.
And he's off again.
Guess they're retreating for now.
So that Wolf of the North lookalike, that was Andreas? But why would he be leading the Wild Hunt? And why was he talking about the Bloodstained Knight? Ugh, forget that. We can save the details for later. He was the enemy boss, right? Are we just gonna let him get away?
Ah, there's no point chasing after him. We've crossed blades already, and it ended in a stalemate. Right now, there's nothing we could do about him.
Why? As strong as he might be, surely he can't be any stronger than the foes we fought before.
True. We're still not certain of his true identity, but whether he's a god corrupted by the Abyss or a legendary knight, killing him might be just about possible, especially now that you're here. The difficult part is, we can't kill him right now.
Huh? What do you mean? Is he immortal or something?
No. Judging from our skirmishes so far, I don't think he's got any special abilities of that caliber. Nor does he have the ridiculous level of power wielded by the Five Sinners. But, compared to Rerir, our current foe clearly has a better understanding of how to exploit Nodcry to his advantage. Particularly when it comes to Andreas' remnant soul.
So what you're worried about isn't so much the enemy himself, but the god remains?
Exactly. Sounds like you realize what the crux of the issue is. I managed to cut off a sample from our foe, which Albedo and Durin are analyzing as we speak. Meanwhile, our other allies should be making their way home from their own battles by now. Let's discuss this further when they're back. We still have some big challenges ahead before this expedition can finally be declared a victory.
Can I change my party now? I think I can use this better.
The meeting is probably gonna be in the biggest tent, right? Looks like a bunch of people are there already. Why don't we go chat with them?
What is this? Gecko. Yehoda?
Hey, good to see you again. Oh, Boss Sneff asked me to pass on a message. She went to see Lauma and Columbina at the Frost Moon Scions. Apparently, there haven't been any changes to that space the Rahir of Solnari's in.
That means the recent wild hunt attacks have nothing to do with Riri, right? Oh, that's a relief. Paimon doesn't fancy facing him again.
They're keeping a close watch on it just in case. With so many moon experts on the case, we're in pretty safe hands, huh? Oh yeah, Lauma and Columbina asked me to pass on a message too. Focus on the enemy you are facing. The moon will protect you all. Huh, you know something? These Knights of Favonius are paying me a pretty nice sum to deliver a few simple messages. Oh, Varka's a generous guy.
Oh, Inefa. Varka sure is tall, yep.
Short distance propulsion module on cooldown. 15 minutes until next departure.
Oh.
Switching to chat mode. Hello there, Paimon, traveler.
Hello, Inefa.
Varka placed a sizable order with the Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop. I know is hard at work producing the strategic reserve, while I am handling the deliveries. Secondly, I am also here to attend the meeting in her place.
Flins?
Huh? Flins! Paimon thought the Lightkeeper's rep would be Iqua or Nikita.
You're quite right. However, Itlua and Nikita are both busy organizing the Ratniki's region-wide response to the recent attacks. And since I'm well acquainted with everyone else here, I was the one they recommended to attend the meeting. Sometimes you don't get a choice when there might be consequences down the line.
Hey, Honorary Knight. Look, Beto and Durin are just wrapping up their analysis. You want to wait for them here? Great. While we're waiting, could you update me on the situation in Mondstadt? And that's where things stand. The Wild Hunt is no longer under the Rahir of Solnari's control, but it has been reborn from the ashes and is now launching widespread attacks. Intel from the Frost Moon Scions and the Curatorium of Secrets corroborates this. No disturbances have been detected in the space where Riri resides. What we are facing here is a completely new foe.
Summarizing current situation. To confirm, the present leader of the Wild Hunt is the creature resembling a wolf. Andrius, god of the North Wind.
More precisely, it's the external will that has seized control of Andrius' spirit, namely Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on. I'm completely lost. Isn't Roland some Mondstadter from like 500 years ago? How'd he suddenly get wrapped up with a god from 1,000 years in the past and the present-day Wild Hunt?
Allow us to explain that part.
Are you familiar with compensation mechanisms? When an organism sustains damage, relevant tissues will undergo changes to offset the loss of function. For example, when one kidney is damaged, the other will be strengthened to compensate. Or, when a main artery is blocked, the collateral vessels become more active. Similarly, when the Wild Hunt lost their leader, the Abyss harnessed the memories that flow throughout the ley lines to fashion a new one, fit for the present circumstances. That new leader is a mirror image of Roland, the Bloodstained Knight.
Right. No matter how strong the compensation is, it will never quite match the functionality of the original organ. The Roland replica can't possibly imitate Barir's overwhelming power, nor his ability to disguise himself as others. So, the Abyss made use of the connection between Roland and Boreas to compensate for this lack of power.
The replica corrupted and took control of Andreas as he slumbered by the bank of Amsvartnir, ultimately manifesting as the giant beast that you all witnessed. However, exactly why the Abyss chose
Seems
Roland
like a
to
little
mimic,
sleepy. Yes, I stepped
and
away for a
indeed
little.
how it was able to
I
do
will
so,
try to get asleep.
remains unclear.
I am in the middle of working
I
10
guess he
days
must
in a
have
row.
gotten caught up with the Abyss or
And
Nodcry somehow
I'm
during his
a little
wanderings through
halfway there.
Teyvat. But we can keep those questions on the back burner.
Okay,
10 days in a row, let's go.
all that. But what did you mean when you said we can't kill him right now?
We can't kill him right now because a dead god may prove more dangerous than a living one. From intelligence gathered during the expedition, we have reason to believe that the power released when a god is felled can have catastrophic consequences for us mortals.
Like when the tower fell in Stormterror's lair?
Worse still, the wrath that remains after a god's passing becomes a source of endless turmoil. Once god remains contaminate the land, they will persist for thousands of years.
Like the thing in there?
This land has already been ravaged by the Wild Hunt. If we add god remains to the mix, it'd be like adding salt to an open wound, placing everyone who lives here in perilous danger.
Query. While I can indeed find records of disasters caused by god remains in my database, there also appear to be cases of gods dying naturally with no ill effects. In that land, the passing of the Pyro-Archon's flame is a common occurrence throughout history, and even the part of Andreas who remains in Mondstadt has experienced death once before, has he not?
Great question. Glad you asked. Honorary Knight, you said Lupus Boreas gave you a token to pass on to me? Please, present it now. It should help explain things faster. Come forth, Boreas!
This form has come to the end of its time. I'm afraid I can accompany you no further on your journey.
Oh no.
My soul will fall into silence, and my power will flow into the ley lines of this land. Perhaps this is all that a wolf can hope to do for humankind. Do not grieve for me, for this is the end I have chosen. Instead, remember that one day, your wandering too must come to an end. Where and when shall that be? A final wish before I slumber. Sing me a song. That melody you so often hummed in the taverns.
What was
You
that?
saw it too. You must have keen powers of perception. Not that it surprises me. That was Boreas's final thoughts before merging with the ley lines. It's the reason Mondstadt remains unharmed by his god remains. In his final moments, he made a choice to give everything he was to the ley lines. All to protect Mondstadt from harm.
Sounds like Andrea spent thousands of years searching for his place in the world, too.
Yes. And now our task is to return the answer he found, the decision he made, to Andrias' heart. Only then can he break free from the corruption and control of the Abyss, and make that decision once more.
To merge himself with the ley lines.
I would say that planting thoughts inside the mind of a god sounds a little far-fetched, but since it was his own wish to begin with, it sounds feasible to me.
Wait, we already have a perfect solution? Then why are we even having this meeting? Let's go do this thing!
Ha ha ha. If only it were that simple. Unfortunately, this one thought alone is unlikely to be powerful enough to break through the Abyss's control and reach Andrias' heart. We need to find a way to make the thought within this sword stronger and more resilient.
For now, Boreas needs all his remaining strength to fight against the abyssal corruption to Mondstadt's ley lines. He can't afford to send us any more of his power. However, since his form was unstable during his journey with the first Knight of Boreas, many wolf spirit fragments were left behind along the way. If we can collect those fragments, we can use them to strengthen the decision to merge with the ley lines.
So we need to retrace his steps and look for random fragments? But they could be anywhere between Nodcry and Mondstadt. It'll be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
You don't need to worry about that. There's a few fragments left to gather in Nodcry, but apart from that, most of them are already inside this sword. I've been collecting them during the whole expedition.
Huh? Wait, really?
I mean, it's an expedition, not a stroll in the park. Each step of the way, we've been hard at work planning for every possible contingency. Not just the wild hunt in the Abyss, but ancient gods remaining in Nodcry.
Sounds like this plan was a long time in the making. It's almost as if you foresaw the future.
As a matter of fact, I did. I caught a glimpse of fate's reflection. But I can't take credit for it. It was all thanks to the help of a few friends. Still, all I foresaw was that an abyssal calamity was brewing in the north. Had I known more, we could have saved a lot of energy. Instead, we've had to make best guesses, prepare for every possible scenario. If all that preparation went to waste, all the better for it. But anything that proved useful, we knew we'd be grateful for down the line.
And sure enough, now it's proving useful.
Sure is. Just one crucial step remains. We need to gather the last few wolf spirit fragments scattered around Nodcry, and use them to make the thought within this sword as strong as it could possibly, according to what Boreas told me before we left Mondstadt. His form was at its most unstable at the beginning of his journey. That means the fragments here should be the most powerful ones. But of course, we've been tied up fighting battles since the day we set foot in Nodcry. First with the Wild Hunt, then with the Doctor. So, it wasn't until recently that we were finally able to confirm the status of the Wolf Spirit fragments. We now know there are 3 left to find.
Okay, so 3 more mini expeditions to go.
I managed to gather 1 fragment before Roland reappeared. I also have a confirmed location for the second, which I'll take care of in short order. As for the 3rd fragment, we've identified a general search area to focus on, but we'll need all hands on deck to pinpoint the exact location. The final snag is that since our foe is a replica of Roland, he too will be aware of Andrias' history. He's sure to try and sabotage our plans by any means at his disposal. So everyone needs to bring their A game.
With our foe being from Mondstadt, it's our duty as Mondstadters to defeat him.
And since the Wild Hunt is involved, the Lightkeepers will provide their full support.
The Clink Clink Krumkake craft shop will also help in any way we can.
So what do they need me here for? Wait, I think maybe I signed a contract at some point.
Yehoda's face is always great.
Scrutinize it though. I mean, who actually reads those things anyway, right?
Ah, great. Knew I could count on you all. Lastly, our friend from the Curatorium of Secrets will provide intel and relay battlefield communications. Looking at you, Yehoda.
So, you'll be darting back and forth across the battlefield, dodging the wild hunt and the shadow of an ancient god. I'm impressed by your courage, Miss Yehoda.
Rating for Yehoda updated. Higher quality ingredients will be used to prepare your future meals.
Darn it! I should have known this payday wouldn't come that easy.
I'll deal with the second Wolf Spirit fragment, which we already know the location of. The moment you make any progress with Fragment 3, be sure to give me an update. Traveler, could you join me in retrieving Fragment 2? I have a feeling that your unique constitution might come in handy.
I was just about to ask what my
All
job
right.
was.
Time is of the essence. Let's move out, people. Dismissed!
Oh yes, if anyone still sitting or is here, how did you guys think about the new Pokemon? The latest Pokemon present from yesterday morning. You guys like it? Are you interested? Are you waiting to watch it? Do I need to avoid spoilers? I unfortunately can't avoid spoilers, just a heads up. Which starter are you doing?
Shower me with praise.
You hope to... Do you hope that the fluffy dog also stays fluffy, like everyone else? You love Windy Chew and Wavy Chew. Yeah, I thought there was a unique concept for that. It's just like, oh, look, the names are so funny. And I'm like, they're unique Pikachus. And I'm like, originally I looked at them and I was like, Mom? Dad? For Pikachu? And I'm just like, what the heck is going on here?
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be...
I don't know if I can fight this well, but we'll try.
Didn't you say Fragment 2 was supposed to be right here? Where the heck is it?
Seems like we've run into a slight hindrance. Can I leave this to you, Honorary Knight?
True, sounds like Asian names, yes.
Traveler, Paimon, when this is all over, I'm gonna invite you around for a drink of...
Whoa, whoa! Stop thinking about Mondstadt's wine and get your head in the game! You can't be daydreaming about alcohol before a battle!
Huh? Well, all right, just trying to lift our spirits a little. You want to see some photos I took of me and the knights before the expedition, maybe?
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Can we please just focus on
You
finding
showed
the
your
wolf
dad and
spirit
gave him a little
fragment?
chuckle, that's good. Ah, I'm so not used to this. Please don't walk back. Oh. I'm leaning to Angry Bird. Okay. I accidentally healed again. Oh no. Okay, I am switching to keyboard now. Keyboard had a good rest. And now turn this off. I don't know how to turn this off, but it will sit there. Okay, let's see. Oh dear. Good. That worked. Took a while, but it worked.
Is this what we're looking for? What do we do with it?
I once got Boreas to explain to me how he
I
stores
believe the
his soul
controller
inside
turns off if you
objects.
press and hold
All I
the
need to
glowing
do is
button
transfer
until
it to my
stops
sword.
glowing.
Just like back at the
This
camp,
looks
but
like a heart,
this
yeah.
time, you'd best step back a bit, just in case.
Turns off if you press and hold the glowing button until it stops glowing. Oh, okay. Oh yes, it turned off. Thank you.
So, you're saying you don't know how to love people,
And you don't understand human love either.
Why do you laugh?
Sorry, I just think the fact you're ruminating on this is all the proof you need that you have love in your heart. I have a funny feeling that by the time this journey ends, you'll have found your own answer to the question of how to love.
No, you're wrong. There is no redemption at the end of this path. Even if I am stained black with blood, my conscience will remain as white as snow. If pledging allegiance to the Abyss is the only way to sever the injustice of fate, then I shall serve in its name.
Oh, sure enough, this place has been corrupted by Roland's will. Whew. I'm fine. I was prepared for this. It wasn't enough to pose a serious threat. We got here just in time. The fragment hasn't been fully corrupted yet. Assuming we can undo the damage, it should still be usable.
Want me to purify it?
Purifying the abyssal corruption would definitely be a safe approach. But that's not the only reason I wanted you to come. Could you try reversing the corruption? Not purifying it, exactly, but separating out the Roland part from the wolf spirit.
So, keep the Roland part intact as well as the wolf spirit part? Why would you want to do that?
Firstly, to test whether it's possible. And secondly, to view Roland's memories. As they say, know thyself, know thy enemy. Understanding our foe is our surest path to defeating him. Let me think. How is it explained to me? Ah, yes. Focus on a single thought within the 1,000 winds. Capture that unique wisp before it blows away.
I have no idea what that even means.
Actually, neither do I.
What?
Huh. Sounds like something a certain tone-deaf bard would come up
Thank
with when
you.
he can't think of anything meaningful to say. Wait, don't tell Paimon that's what actually happened.
I thought it might mean something to you. Never mind. I'll explain it in more human terms. Traveler, when you were in Natland, you went fishing for ancient names, correct?
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, the Night Kingdom was like a river flowing with concepts, and you were trying to capture the concept belonging to a particular ancient name. I'm thinking the same basic principles should apply here.
Okay, but back then, we had a boat and a net. This time, we don't have anything at all.
This wolf spirit fragment is like a puddle compared to the Night Kingdom. No need for a boat. As for a net, this is what I've heard.
Thoughts and emotions are like interwoven threads. They can create a net, or they can create a rope. They can separate love from hatred, and they can bind objects and events together. Thought is the anchor for a being's existence, through which emotions are drawn forth.
Okay, I think I'm starting to get the idea.
Also, we barely know anything about Roland. How are we supposed to use thoughts to anchor him?
Well, maybe you could try this.
What is it? It looks old and tattered.
It's an unsent letter, written by the wolf pup Rostam, Knight of Boreas, from 500 years ago. It was meant for his disciple, the White Knight Roland.
That's one heck of a thing to be sitting in your back
After
pocket.
Rostam lost his life in the Abyssal Calamity, Roland left Mondstadt to wander to Vat. Grandmaster Arundelen had wanted to deliver this letter to him. But trying to track Roland down was like chasing a shadow. He never did find him. And so this letter has been sitting at the Knights of Favonia's headquarters ever since.
Quite the antique, then. But how exactly is it supposed to anchor Roland?
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure.
We have so much questions than answers
What happened
here.
to Mr. Plans for every contingency? You're just making this up as you go along.
What can I say? Some people like to wait till they've got all their ducks in a row before taking the first step, but I prefer to dive on in and plan as I go. I've been doing it that way for the whole expedition. But anyway, don't they say that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts?
Oh dear.
Can't hurt to give it a try, surely.
Or might as well see what happens.
Whoa. It actually worked?
Are you sure?
You really are making this up as you go along.
So the assimilation of souls really can be reversed. Just like he said.
Ooh. Got him. Uh-oh.
If what you say is true, the monsters I've slain, the justice I have sought to uphold, for mortals to escape this tragic fate, there is only one path. A great and ancient kingdom was wrongfully cursed, turning its inhabitants into monsters.
Yep.
The code of chivalry tolerates not such injustice. If Abyss be thy name, I pledge to you my loyalty.
And that is where the blood-stained knight's tale came to an end. With that, he bade his humanity farewell. I dare say you must find it quite ironic, Knight of Boreas.
That I... Dainsleif? No. Bore a striking resemblance, but that wasn't him.
Was that his brother?
While we gazed into the past, he was gazing right back at us. Could it be?
The visionary. Valthenier.
So that's what happened. After leaving Mondstadt and wandering the land, Roland ventured underground and saw a revelation from the visionary. Once he had learned of Conria's fate, he saw the gods' judgment as the greatest injustice. So he surrendered himself to the Abyss, giving them his knowledge, his power, his everything. That's why the Abyss can replicate him.
Uh-oh. Does this mean we have to take on the Visionary this time?
No, the founder of the Abyss Order was once shown a revelation. Based on his experience, at least, the Visionary is unlikely to
I'm
intervene
inclined to
directly.
agree. If our enemy could see the future, both the Wild Hunt and Roland would be acting with far more lethal precision. But even without the Visionary's input, Roland still has an intel advantage we can't afford to underestimate. Every minion of the Wild Hunt serves as Roland's eyes and ears. We need to think one step ahead if we want to outmaneuver him. And on that note, I have a plan I want to discuss with you.
Why don't we want to bring it back during
Well,
the meeting?
The fewer people who know, the less likely it is to get leaked. Besides, it wasn't a fully formed plan back then.
Varka explains his plan.
That about covers it. Sorry to ask so much of you again.
It's too dangerous.
No plan is free of risks. At least this one actually gives us a shot at fully eliminating the danger posed by this ancient god. Surely that's got to make the risk worth taking.
But there's no guarantee it'll work.
If I fail, Anselm and Albedo can take the reins. Not to mention we still have Jean in Mondstadt.
Oh, there has to be another way. Like a backup plan?
If only there were. But I don't think our enemy will give us enough time to find one.
Hey! Are you guys done here yet?
Ah, Yehoda! Yes, we've successfully retrieved the Wolf Spirit fragment here. Any progress with Fragment 3?
Nope. It's a total disaster. More Wild Hunt monsters than I've seen in my whole life. We need backup urgently. Come quick.
Come on, we're out of time. You'll just have to trust me on this one.
You're putting me in a
What
difficult
can I
position
say?
here.
I'm not the Grand Master for nothing. I'm counting on you, Honorary Knight.
Oh dear. The force of the Wild Hunt comes surging forth. And the final expedition is at hand. The next part of the story is more continuous. For the best experience, it is recommended that you spare more time for it. Spare more time for it. Yeah, this seems like a good place to end, right? I like how they give this foretelling, like, you know, that story you just finished? Yeah, there's more. Have you eaten 3 times a day? No, I eat twice a day. I think this is a good point in stopping. Yep, bagels. Okay, listen. My bagels are not sad. One day I'll have a proper bagel. Okay. One day I'll have a proper bagel. Okay. And if no one knows about what this means by bagels, during one of my convention rituals going into one of my convention rituals is to stop by this bagel shop and get a bagel with cream cheese. But every time I've gotten a bagel from this place and taken a picture and sent it to my community, they said, "That's not a bagel. That's just sad." And therefore, I have been shamed twice for the lack of cream cheese in said bagel. I'm like, alright. Okay.
Hello there, honorary knight.
It's so nice to...
Looks like you're in a good mood, by the looks of things.
Indeed. Besides all the clap...
I think this is a good stopping point. That sounds about right.
As bartenders at the Angel.
The only thing is, but I need to... Honorary knight.
You'll be amply compensated, of course. Plus double pay for overtime.
I'm not sure what her as the best guide.
I'll do my best to support her.
Alright. Well.
Alright. Oh, this is definitely to make potions, yes. Alright. Alright. This seems to be a good place to end, right? Yeah, this is a good place to end. I did not consume 100, but this is a good place to end. Alright. That's where I'm gonna end for the day. I will be back streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow, I feel you should enjoy bagels any way you like. It's not like someone else is going to eat the bagel. I know, but apparently there's a ideal way to eat a bagel, and that's apparently with a lot of cream cheese, and it has to be filling, I suppose. But yes, that is all I have for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Sleepy. I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be... I'll see what there is. I'll decide if I want to stream Genshin or if I want to stream Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. I'm really not sure yet because I was literally going to say Worlds Beyond, but then we are in the middle of Varka's story, so I want to finish Varka. The story quest. We will see. But anyways, have a wonderful night, everyone. Thank you for dropping by the stream today. It's very much appreciated. Whether you came in the beginning, middle, or end, thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my stream. Well, I'll do a... Yeah, I don't... Well, I'm too sleepy to do a raid tonight, I'm sorry. But otherwise, have a good night, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated. Remember to eat, sleep, drink, do much happiness. Your happiness is important in addition to your health. Thank you for taking the time out to watch my stream today, whether you can give it a beginning, middle, or end. I will see you tomorrow. If I don't see you tomorrow, I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Take care, and I will see you later. Bye, everyone.